Thigh and abs pose. This is typically the last of the 4 classic physique poses that they call for you to do as you're doing your classic physique competition. So we're gonna go through it from ground up to help you see how to do it for your competition and hopefully win it. I've got videos on all the others, front double, back double, side chest, so check all those out. And let me know if you have questions. I'll help you out where I can in the comments. So since it's a thigh and abs pose, let's get the thighs showing so we can properly see this pose. And the reason I say from the ground up is because you always want to be thinking legs first. All of us are used to, you're at the gym, you see your arms, you do some flexes and stuff, but you're typically not flexing the legs. So you don't want to be up there, going like this without your legs flexed. So legs first. Now, there's different ways to do this, like Chris Bumstead, I'll notice he a lot will do this more symmetrical one, flex his legs, do it with a vacuum. I feel like I can flex mine a little better with the leg in front like this. A lot of people do it like that. So you really flex that front leg hard. You could point your toes like this to do it or put your heel on the ground, whichever one helps you to flex it better and see more of that definition in your quads is what you're gonna wanna go with, right? And then don't forget about the back leg. You still wanna be flexing it hard, even though this is the main show right here. You wanna be flexing everything. So think about those legs first, get them set, and then move on to the abs. Now with the abs, there's lots of ways to do this. On my show last time, I was really focusing on trying to make my waist look smaller. So when I did a vacuum, I felt like that actually made my waist look wider, which is something I didn't want. You could use it as a variation. You'll see guys flex and then do vacuum. You can do both, that works fine because they're both part of the thigh and abs pose. But you wanna think about which way works best for you posing your abs. So you can just push forward like if you're taking a dump, and that's not gonna look very good, right? Which I saw a guy flexing like this in my last show and it looked pretty bad. So not ideal. You can suck in a little bit, but that makes my waist look a little bit wider too as I do that. Or the way that I've started flexing my abs for these poses, it's like as I'm taking a breath and sucking in, I kind of lift my whole chest and abs up, pull in the transverse abdominals, which is the abs underneath the blocks here, and then kind of push down. And when you do that, you'll see the obliques appear. So right there and down. So now we've got abs and obliques, which is something you do probably want for this pose. So that's how I do it for this pose now. And as you're doing it, with this leg forward, and you can tilt forward a little bit, that'll make your waist look even smaller because you want the upper body to look big, you want the legs to look big, you want your waist to look small so you have that V taper. So figure out which way works best for posing your abs, which one you can hold for a long time, and then practice that. And then that slight lean forward at the hips. Now when your arms are up, depending on how flexible you are, I kind of like to just grab them like this and put them behind my neck, right? And you want to think about not just having your arms up, but almost engaging your lats some, like if you're gonna do a pullover so that it's still tight here on the sides and it brings them out just a little bit. Some guys will just be like this. It depends on how flexible you are. I would suggest practicing because you do this, you wanna really make your upper body look big. So last time, I just kind of went like this because I didn't want to make my waist look big, and that kind of automatically did this, but you'll see how it looks different in just a second. And that kind of forced me to lean back so my upper body didn't look as big compared to the rest. So the lats, and then you got to remember too, as your arms are like this, it's not relaxed, you're still flexing your biceps as they're back there. So as I put my hands like that, I kind of go like this so that I can flex my biceps and make sure my arms are looking defined as they're back there. So put all this together. I got the leg in front technique, flexing it, right? Then I take a breath as I'm bringing my arms up to get the abs how I want. And then push down and lean forward some. And you can see the obliques, the abs, the quads, the lats, biceps. And I think that way looks a lot better than what I did last time, was more kind of like this. And I can't flex my quads quite as hard in the symmetrical stance, so you really want to play around with these different, to me, I don't really like the symmetrical poses because everything looks the same. I want to get a little asymmetry, some leans or whatever, It makes it look a little more interesting, and you can help hide a part that may be lacking or enhance something that looks really good. For example, if it's a little bit lacking in definition when I go like this on my quads, well, if I put it forward and I can flex it even better, well, that's gonna help out a lot more. So with the abs, like I said, pull in, down, and lean forward, arms up. But that's one of my favorites to do, the thigh and abs pose. I've got videos on all the others. If you have any questions on this, post them down below and I'll help you out there. Again, you know, you can do the vacuum too with it. I'll add that in, so do the thigh and abs. And then suck in. So however you like it, but those are the various ways to do it. Let me know if you have any comments. Hit that like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out the other videos, and I will see you in the next one.